class. My name is Tawny Laddister. For my speech today, I'm going to be talking about the past, the present, and future for women in STEM. First, we have to know what STEM is. So STEM is an acronym that stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math. It is a well-known fact that women in STEM are majorly underrepresented. And another good reason I thought to talk about this is that March is Women's History Month. I personally first learned about STEM from the book Hidden Figures by Margot Lee Shetterly. Hidden Figures was based on the lives of 3 African American women who were very important to the STEM field. Their names were Mary Jackson, Katherine Johnson, and Dorothy Vaughan. They all worked at NASA and were known as the computers. I got that from Leslie 2014. This was in the 60s before there were actual computers to calculate the things that they worked with. But if I remember correctly, they worked with formulas dealing with rocket projections. And they were a very essential part of the team for that reason. But despite this fact, there was still segregated buildings at NASA at this time. But yeah, another icon for women in STEM was Rosie the Riveter. She's the embodiment of strong women. It was painted by Norman Rockwell, and this image of her was used as propaganda during World War II to encourage women to join the blue-collar workforce. The blue-collar workforce usually requires some type of manual labor, like construction or maintenance. And a fun fact that I never knew about this painting was that under Rosie's foot is a copy of Mein Kampf, which is Adolf Hitler's autobiography. And I put a picture of her on the Kahoot that I made for my speech. Now I'm going to talk about the present-day women in STEM. So according to Bloodhart et al., a recent study was conducted where women and men were being studied at a university. And the researchers found that despite the fact that the women were outperforming the men, the women were still viewed as blessable students. There are many young girls and women that feel intimidated because they don't often have role models to look up to in the STEM careers. I read a different article by Marcy H. Towns that stated that there were studies done in 2000 by the U.S. Census Bureau that showed that there was only less than 1% of Native American women in the STEM fields. This article also stated that there was only 1 Native American woman that was on the faculty of a top chemistry department in the United States. And then it went on to say that there was no Native American women professors in the top 100 learning institutions in the United States. So what does the future hold for women in STEM? College Dean Virginia R. Jones was interviewed on her beliefs. She stated that she believes that we need to, quote, recruit more underrepresented minorities, and this includes women into STEM career fields, end quote. She also believed that promoting STEM careers is important at a young age in education. This way it sits with the children longer and allows them to think about it and look forward to it. There's a program called WEST, which stands for Women in the Enterprise of Science and Technology, and they have a goal to develop future women leaders in the STEM fields. They have over 1,100 members. The leader of WEST is Meena Subramaniam. She puts on virtual events that can help women develop their professional networks. And yeah, I hope you guys learned something in my speech, and I will conclude.
Somebody's logged in.
Is there any,
Do you use Kahoot with your Gmail?
yeah.